So guys, just before we start this article, I can't put it up on the screen because it was so poorly grammarly written. I've had to rewrite the whole thing, so I apologise before that. Let's just jump straight into it. Australian bride-to-be shot dead by US cop after she called 911 to report hearing noise outside her house. Justine Damond, 40, went outside in her pyjamas after police arrived after she called them hearing a suspicious noise outside her home. At approximately 11:30 p.m. on Saturday night, she was talking to the police officers on the driver's side of the car when the passenger police officer shot Justine through the door of the driver's side, killing her. Unfortunately, the police officers' body cameras were not turned on at the time, raising questions from the woman's family and the Minnesota mayor as to why. Justine was an Australian from Sydney who was set to get married next month and was using her fiance's surname despite not being married yet. She had written online that she was working as a spiritual healer, meditation coach, but was also trained as a veterinarian. The Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, or BCA, which has investigated the incident, said 2 officers responded to a call of possible assault, when at one point an officer fired their weapon, fatally striking the woman. The BCA added that the officers' body cameras weren't on during the time of the incident and that they are investigating. They have said that investigators are attempting to determine whether any video of the incident exists. However, the squad car cameras did not capture the incident at the 5100 block of Washburn Avenue, south in Minneapolis, a upscale Fulton neighborhood. Miss Damond's family have determined answers from the city's mayor, and the city's mayor has said that she is deeply disturbed by the incident. The BCA said that in its investigation, more information will be available once the initial interviews with the incident participants and any witnesses are complete. The 2 officers involved are on paid administration leave, which is completely standard procedure following such an incident. In the aftermath of her shooting, her 22-year-old stepson, Zach, whose dad, Don, 50, was due to marry her in August, released a video saying he wanted answers. Unfortunately, her fiancé was away on business when she was killed. Zach said in the video, "Basically, my mum is dead because a police officer shot her for reasons I do not know. I demand answers. If anybody can help, please call police and demand answers. I'm so done with all this violence." Minneapolis Mayor Bestie Higgins told reporters that she has questions about why the body cameras weren't on, and that "I'm heart-struck and deeply disturbed by the fatal officers involved shooting that happened last night. I know the neighborhood well. I have a few facts at this point, and I want to know more. I call on the BCA to share as much information with us as quickly as possible." Hundreds of people gathered at the scene on Sunday to mourn Mrs. Damond. A neighbor named Hannah, 21, told the Star Tribune, "I don't know what she was doing out. She's such a kind woman. She took me in when it was a tough situation and helped me with whatever I needed." She said Mrs. Damond and her fiancé Don were just so in love. I'm kind of in disbelief. So basically what happened? Well, to be honest, someone heard a noise outside her house. Obviously she was home alone or with her son. She's called the police. The police have turned up. She's gone outside in her PJs and basically walked up to the driver's side of the door. She's talking to the police officer when for some reason the passenger police officer has pulled out his gun and shot and discharged and fired and killed her. Now, at the end of the day, guys, we don't know exactly any more than that. There's no body cam footage because the cameras were turned off, which begs the question, why were they off? Obviously, what's the point in having them if you're not going to keep them on? And the dashboard camera hasn't actually got any of the video because the cameras normally face towards the front of the car. They don't normally shine backwards as well. So at the end of the day, there's not a lot of answers. Obviously, they're going to interview the police officers and hopefully they'll tell the truth and let it know exactly what happened. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's kind of sounding like one of the officers freaked out or panicked for some reason. Maybe he didn't know who she was or something along those lines. I'm not quite sure. But he's obviously discharged his weapon and killed her. So it's just sounding like a real, honest, bad tragedy. Look, at the end of the day, like I said, we're going to have to wait for the police department to let us know exactly what happened. And until then, guys, that's basically where I'm going to leave this video. So look, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. What are your thoughts on what happened? Let us know. Apart from that, guys, obviously if this video's been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. And apart from that, guys, I'll see you in the next video.